So I finally upgraded my mic game, and this might be the crispiest I've ever sounded. And if you're hearing my voice like this for the first time, well, you're welcome.
Nice.
So today we're checking out the Maono, am I saying that right? Maono USB microphone. And this is a microphone that sounds like it's $300, but it actually costs under $100. So let's see if this is the microphone of the year or the budget blunder of the year. Let's get into it. What's up guys, I'm Brett, and today we are reviewing this Maono USB microphone. And nothing beats the smell of unboxing new gear, maybe the smell of a new car. But other than that, nothing like getting some new tech and unboxing that tech. So let's get into it. So I've bought this bundle, which includes the following. So you get obviously the microphone, you get this pop filter over here. You also get a shock mount where the mic actually sits in. You get the boom arm included in the bundle as well. And then you've got the USB cable running from the mic to your PC that you would run it through. Now for me personally, I find that this pop filter is a little bit intrusive, especially in a setup that I prefer, which is very simplistic. So I might not even end up using this pop filter, but depending on the amplification of your voice or how loud your voice is, you might actually need to use this. I know a lot of people do prefer using a pop filter as well. It just gets rid of those popping sounds as well. So for some people they might like it, for others not. Me personally, I can work without having a pop filter on my mic, but it's included in the bundle, so it is a plus. Now, first impressions, the actual mic itself seems really solid. It's not like plasticky or it doesn't feel fake. It does have quite a bit of weight to it as well. I always think about this in terms of durability. So if you were accidentally to drop the mic, you wouldn't have to be too worried that it's going to break at the first fall. Not that I would attempt to do it. But you'd be comforted in knowing that the mic is durable, and given that it's just under $100, you would expect to have a little bit of quality in the department of the actual manufacturing of the mic itself. So that is a plus with this mic. Now, this USB microphone, like most USB microphones, is plug and play. It's fairly simple to introduce into your setup. It's basically just you needing a device to actually record the audio into through USB. But other than that, no drivers needed, no specific software needed for this mic to work. You can really just purchase it, take it out of the box, plug it in, and there you go. You're able to record and get on with what you need to do to get your sounding a lot crispier. Now, in terms of user experience of these microphones, and I do find with any microphone that's below $100, it can become a little bit clunky. So even adjusting on the boom arm, there is a little bit of noise. Knocking on the mic, you'd get a little bit of hollow noise, but it's to be expected from any USB mic that you are using or anyone that's under $100. You might even find that it happens with ones that are over $100. So I do find that from a user experience point of view, if that's something that doesn't bug you too much and you're not going to be adjusting your mic too much, it is something that you'd have to get used to, especially when maybe using it in a podcast setting. You'd have different users adjusting their mics. You might just have to think around this and get your production team to set it up into a position that suits the guest that you're interviewing. If you're using the mic yourself, to put it into a position where you won't have to do a lot of moving of the mic either, because like I said, it does have a little bit of noise on the actual
Stop it. Get some help.
Even though the shock mount is there, it does have noise on the moving of the boom arm, so you get this little hollow sound on the microphone as well. Okay, so let's talk about sound quality. So this microphone has a mute button on it. I'm just going to mute it, and then this is what the audio sounds like directly through my camera's microphone. But as soon as I take this microphone off mute, this is what it sounds like. So a considerable difference compared to the audio that I'm actually receiving from my camera mic directly compared to the audio that I get from this microphone. As you can hear, huge difference. And we all know in the production of any video, a large portion of your content, when your sound is good, people will accept bad video quality. But ultimately, if you can get your sound right, that is a major plus and helps you step up your production quite a bit if you've got good audio. And as you can hear from this microphone, it sounds a lot clearer, a lot crispier, than actually just getting audio directly from your cell phone or from your camera microphone.
Nice.
Okay, so let's get into some of the features of the microphone. So like I mentioned, there is a mute button on the front of the microphone. It is touch sensitive. So again, one thing to note, when you're adjusting your mic, don't hit that mute button, or else you might find yourself not actually recording the audio into the device. Also a good thing to then have something monitoring your audio so that you know that when you have mistaken
that you could do
so that if you've hit the mute button by mistake, you can quickly pick it up on the device that's monitoring your audio. Some of the other features for this mic, you've got a mic gain knob on the microphone as well. So if you wanted to adjust the audio, like you'll hear, I'll adjust it down now, so that has an effect on the audio there. But as soon as I make the adjustment up, it does go up as well. Another feature that you've got on this microphone is on the front of the microphone, you've got an input for a headset to monitor the audio that's coming through the microphone as well. So that's just another plus, that if by mistake you do hit mute, you obviously then won't hear yourself through the headset, and that will give you an indication to just check the mic to make sure that you haven't hit the mute button on the microphone when you were possibly adjusting it as well. So I quite like the feature to be able to monitor your audio. This just obviously makes it easy if you don't have the bigger setups, that you can monitor your audio and make sure that you are sounding good while you are recording. Now let's get to the wild part. You can pick up this microphone for under $100, and when I first saw the price, I thought that they were missing a zero, but when I actually checked, that was the price of the mic, and I managed to pick this bundle up and level up my audio considerably, as opposed to getting a more expensive setup. And I'm telling you, at this price point, it's a grab it before they change their mind scenario. So let's speak about a few pros and cons about this microphone. Pros: it's at a reasonable price. The quality of the mic that you get is really good if you've not had a mic setup before. The features on the mic as well make it easy to use. The fact that it's plug and play, so there's no drivers or software required to use this microphone. And then if you look at some of the cons, obviously, like I mentioned earlier, the fact that the mute button is touch, there is a possibility that you might mistakenly touch it and record an entire hour of a podcast and then realize you didn't record any audio through the mic. One of the other things as well is obviously the touch sensitivity of these microphones, that it is quite sensitive when you are making adjustments, and especially if you're doing this live while recording. Obviously it's something the production team can work with in the event that a mic does need to be adjusted. And then if I was really being nitpicky, I would say that the quality of the boom arm, you could maybe upgrade that separate to purchasing this bundle, and it will give you a better quality boom arm to mount your shock mount onto, and this might improve that sensitivity in terms of the movement of the boom arm as well. What you could possibly do is mount this onto a tabletop stand for microphone and screw it on there as well. So my final verdict on this is, if you're looking for a good budget microphone, then this microphone from Maono is probably for you. Easy to set up, and if you compare this to the rest of the equipment, especially for people getting into podcasting or starting off with their YouTube videos or whatever you are recording, this makes a lot of sense. If you look at the other setups, they can cost anything from $1,000 plus if you take into account buying the microphones, the boom arms, buying the mixing desks, all of those things that you require when you are wanting to start a podcast or when you want to record videos with a better sounding audio quality. So this is really a major plus to get a microphone that's cost effective, easy to set up, and just to get you to that next level in your production quality on any of your videos. So if you wanted to check out this mic, check out the link in the description below and see if this is something that will help you level up your sound. So
What?
So that's it from me. I'm off to record my first album for Grammy nominations next year. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.